Who am I? I was born and raised, actually was born in Sidney, because of course, born in Lambert, it doesn't happen very often. Went to school in Lambert, spent most of my time avoiding household chores by playing basketball. Some of you know my relatives and brothers. What we need in this area, and this includes all of eastern Montana, is we need growth. And I know growth sometimes is a dirty word. Oh, we don't want growth. Someone different will be moving down the street from me and I don't know them. I'm uncomfortable with that. What we need is sustained planned growth. And that is we go and we plan for additional people to join our community. Not just live here, join our community. We have problems in our school districts right now, and you think, oh, we've got tons of people coming here. Yes, but Lambert can't put together a basketball team all by themselves. And do we see them doing that by themselves in the near future? Not if the trend continues. We see temporary housing. We see transient housing. That does not help the community. Those people make money, take their paycheck, go home in some other state and spend their money. We're not gaining any benefit from it. We want to have people join our community and be part of it with us. And that takes planning. Also, higher education. I had to go an 8-hour drive, 8 hours because it was 55 miles an hour. We lived back then to Bozeman in order to get an education in the state of Montana. It's closer to go to a school in North Dakota. Do we want all of our youth to go to another place to get an education? I think this is a great place right here in eastern Montana to get an education. Think big. There's absolutely no reason why we can't have a 4-year institution right here in either Dawson or Richland County. Kids will stay here. We'll have a workforce. Believe me, I wish we had a workforce. Also, common theme, oil impact money. We need to keep that oil impact money here in this area. But in order to keep it in this area, we need to plan and we need to spend it. I look at Lambert. Lambert did a great job of saving money in their school fund. What did it get them? The state coming and taking it away. Okay? What we need is we need to have reasons to spend it. I mean, there are lots of reasons. We just got to put it in our plan.
Now more than ever, we have got to make sure that we have experienced individuals that are going to go to Helena and be able to influence and convince the other legislators that an investment in eastern Montana will pay back dividends to the entire state for years to come. As a matter of fact, if we don't make adequate investments into our schools, into our roads, into our water systems and sewer systems, quite frankly, we won't be able to fully develop the resources that everybody is sitting here talking about. For the last 18 months, I have dedicated my time and efforts to building relationships with the other legislators and with the department heads from around this state to make sure that they're completely aware of not only the opportunities that everybody is looking at right now, but also of the challenges that we're facing. I'm working on legislation right now with Representative Knudsen and several of the other members of the legislature to address many of these issues that everybody continues to talk about in the upcoming session, if I am, in fact, fortunate enough to represent you.
Natural resources and business, of course, is my bag. I've fought for those pro-business attitudes, good, responsible resource development all my life. And I will continue to do that. And one of the problems that we faced last time, I broke with my party as well, as Austin Knudsen said, and I would not vote to take the money away from your schools here. You've got a real big problem right here. For example, in Sidney, as you well know, your elementary school gets no money from the oil and gas, but your high school does. The whole funding formula in education has to be changed to keep this money here. That 11 money was said that we were going to send it for education. Not one penny went to education. We've got infrastructure problems of all kinds. It just shouldn't go to education and roads. It's got to go to the whole gamut, all the whole impact fees, and we will work to do that. And I think we have a good chance to do that. I think we've got a chance. I had grandparents. I had parents. And I know what people on fixed incomes had. In the 09 session and the 11 session, we worked to double the amount of monies going into health care for rest homes, etc., assisted living and what have you. Went all through the process, and the governor took it out of the budget. And we had the money to do it. So I'm a strong proponent of our XL pipeline. I testified on the 27th of September. And folks, I'll tell you what, I am not bashful when it comes to speaking up and defending northeastern Montana. And with your help and your support, I'll continue doing the same.
At the present time, I am the town clerk for Flaxville, and I do some subbing at the school in Scobie. I grew up in a family of 8 children and was raised by a mother who was widowed at the age of 30. She taught us that we had to be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. I believe some of the biggest problems we face here in northeastern Montana are the ones surrounding our oil development. I support this development, but I also want to see it done responsibly. Changes need to happen to make sure the surface owners' rights are taken into consideration and that water rights are protected. All of us want to see growth in our communities, but we want to see it be sustainable growth. I also think we have to work at fair taxation. Today in Montana, the oil industry gets an 18-month production tax holiday on new horizontal drilling. Yet I, as a mineral owner, start paying royalty taxes immediately upon production of 14.8%. Once that year-and-a-half holiday is over, the oil industry pays only 9% production, while I continue to pay 14.8%. In North Dakota, the industry pays 10.3%. I was told oil companies have all the risks and expenses and therefore deserve the lesser tax. Yet most of their leases have language in it that unless the mineral owner is observant and negotiates it out, that mineral owner pays a portion of the expenses before their royalties are paid. There is no tax holiday in North Dakota. They put in triggers that once met caused the holiday to disappear. I believe Montana needs to look at triggers with their tax holiday. That holiday is a detriment to the communities where the drilling is happening. These communities have immediate impact, but need to wait at least a year-and-a-half, if not longer, before their monies begin to come in. I also believe strongly that the royalties paid to the state need to come back to the communities with the impact and where the drilling is happening. I am a firm believer in quality public education and the responsibility of the state to adequately fund it and higher education. This is one of the best ways to create jobs. You have a well-trained workforce and it attracts businesses to Montana and it keeps businesses in Montana. We incentivize oil development. Why do we not incentivize the development of our most important natural resource, our youth? I am a strong proponent of public education and was very strong in the 2 sessions that I served as a legislator. I believe that a voice needs to be present for the rural schools in Montana. I am running for the Senate because I want to see our legislature address the issues that are important to Montana, and especially the people of northeastern Montana. Should I be elected, I promise to listen to all the concerns and ideas of the people of this district and to work hard and collaboratively to be a part of the solutions.